Hi, I'm Avril. Today's video is going to be a full body flow. We're going to focus on basically all of the body. So we're going to get into the shoulders, we're going to get into the hips and hamstrings. We're going to do some stuff for back bends. So everything's going to be nice and flowy. It's going to be a vinyasa class. As always, just take what you want, leave what you don't. It really is all levels. We will be doing some side planks, so we will be doing a lot of work on our wrists. So if that's an issue for you, maybe you come down on your forearms, so just adjust as you need to. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start in child's pose. So yogi's choice, you can bring your knees together if you want more of a stretch in your low back, or you can bring your knees nice and wide if you want to get into your hips. So slowly start to melt down, bringing the forehead down to the mat. If it doesn't reach, you can always bring a block underneath your forehead. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe if you come out of this with the pain in your low back, you're better off to bring your knees in a little bit more closer together. And really just start to relax here. Start to breathe into any areas that might feel a little tight. You can even welcome some movement if that helps you. Slowly start to open up into those hips. And start to come to your breath. So start to come to that Ujjayi breath straight away. So deep inhales through the nose. And exhaling through the nose, letting something go. So nice audible breath that can stay with us throughout class. If you'd like to set an intention, I invite you to do so now. So it can be a wish, a prayer, it can be just one word, just a feeling of something that you want to take off your mat with you when you're done. So something that's just going to make this class a little bit bigger than the asanas on the mat. So seal that intention in with one nice deep inhale. And one nice long, smooth exhale. And then slowly, gently start to come up into your tabletop. So maybe you shift the hips a little side to side. If there's any stiffness after child's pose, but spread the fingers nice and wide, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Claw into your mat, and then let's go through some cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, draw the belly in towards your spine. Arch the back, press the mat away. Drop the belly, inhale, look up. And exhale, draw the belly in towards the spine. Inhale, come forward and expand. And then start to add on. So maybe you start to sway into your hips. You can start to get the head and neck involved, especially if you've been sitting at a desk all day. Maybe even straining your neck. You can flip the palms, bring the fingertips towards you. Maybe rock a little side to side here, opening up into the wrists and forearms. And just a couple more breaths, just freestyling here. There's no right or wrong here. It's really intuitive what your body feels. So then come back to that tabletop position. Neck is nice and long, gaze is down. We're going to lift that right leg up, flex that right foot towards the ceiling, press up and out of our hands. We're not collapsing into our shoulders. Then we're going to inhale, draw that knee in towards your nose. Exhale, kick it back up. Inhale in. Exhale, kick it back up. Inhale in. Last one, exhale, kick it back up. And this time, inhale, let's step it forward, find our low lunge. So hands frame out that front foot, and we're sinking into the hips. So pressing the hips forward and down, front knee over front ankle. So open the chest, then press into the feet to reach up, inhale. Low lunge, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Hands come back down to the mat. We're going to draw that right hip crease up and over, flying our half split. So flex the foot towards the face. Try and keep that knee underneath the hip. And then let's point that foot. See how that feels. Nice big stretch in the top of the foot. Inhale, flex. This time, press into the heel. We're going to roll all the way through to our low lunge. Tuck the back toes under, airplane the arms, sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe find a nice little sway, little bounce. And then we're going to bring that left knee in towards the chest. Woo! Drop it down. Sweep the arms down to come up, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold, let it go, drop the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, frame the feet, step straight back to your downward facing dog. So first downward facing dog. Set yourself up for success. So really spread the fingers, claw into your fingertips. Draw the belly in and up. So we're hollowing out the belly, relaxing the neck. And those creases of the elbows are coming towards the front of the room. Maybe you pedal out your feet here. Find some soft, intuitive movements, just like cat-cow. And then drop the knees down. Set up for your tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, find your cat. Inhale, back to tabletop. Lift that left foot up, drop the belly, open the chest. And then inhale, left knee comes towards your chest. Exhale, find expansion, kick that left foot up. Inhale in, exhale up. Inhale, step it through, low lunge. Hands frame out the foot, sink into your hips. Press into your feet to roll all the way up. Shoulders away from the ears. Keep breathing, front knee over front ankle, draw the left hip crease back. Hands come to the mat, left hip crease comes up and over. Flex that left foot towards your face. Keep breathing. Let's start to point that foot, see how it feels. It's amazing what little differences can make in terms of your awareness in your body. Let's flex the foot, press into the heel, roll all the way through, tuck the back toes under, airplane the arms, press up, crescent lunge. Breath here, sinking into your hips, drawing the left hip crease back, and then inhale, right knee comes into your chest. Drop it down, straight away, arms sweep up, inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, frame your feet, step back, high plank. Press the mat away, claw into your mat, spread the fingertips. Shoulders are over the wrists. Come onto your tippy toes. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Hug those elbows into your side body. And we're going to take 3 baby cobras. So inhale, press into your feet, lift up, shoulder blades come together. Cactusing the arms, gazes down. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Building strength in that low back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out if you need to. And then we're going to inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look to your hands, step forward to the front of your mats. Halfway lift together. Exhale, bow. Inhale, let's sweep all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, let's cactus the arms, open the chest. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, forward fold, soften and bow. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, frame the feet, step or hop it back, find your high plank again. This time we shift forward, maybe we come halfway down for our chaturanga. So inhaling to our upward facing dog, and then exhaling up and back, downward dog. So always yogi's choice in your vinyasa. You can skip it or you can come all the way onto your belly for cobra. So inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look to your hands, step forward. Halfway together. Exhale, bow. Inhale, sweep all the way up, extend mountain, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, drop the head, lift the hips. Halfway. Exhale, frame the feet, find your high plank. Shift forward, lower halfway down, all the way onto your belly. And inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. This time, lift the heels, bend the knees, look to your hands, make your way forward. Halfway together. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reach all the way up, extended mountain, look up. And this time we're going to bring that right arm underneath the left, eagle arms, right side. So press the forearms into each other, almost like it's one hand. If you don't get the double wrap, that's okay. Relax the fingers. Lift the elbows slightly up higher. And then exhale, fold. Release your bind at the last moment. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, exhale, frame the feet, step the right foot back, find your low lunge, left side. Draw the left hip crease back, press into your feet. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, frame out the foot, tuck the right toes under, kick back, high plank. Maybe you keep that left leg lifted this time. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, up and back, downward dog. Breath here. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look to your hands, step or hop forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, left arm comes underneath the right guard, asana arms, left side. Opening into the shoulders. So lift those elbows, let the shoulder blades descend down the back. Lift them a little higher, bring the gaze up. Exhale, forward fold and release. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, exhale, frame the feet, left foot steps back, low lunge, right side. Press into your feet to rise up. Inhale. Exhale, frame out the foot, kick it back, flow through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Inhaling to your back bend, exhaling those hips up nice and high. Breath in down dog. Then lift the heels, bend the knees, step or hop to the front of your mats. Halfway together. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reach all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, right arm underneath the left, eagle arms, right side. Keep breathing here. We're going to lift that right leg over. If you find the double wrap, that's okay. Otherwise, you can just give a single. You can use a kickstand, wherever your balance is today. So hug everything into the center line, almost like you have one hand, one leg. Draw the belly in. Start to unwind. The right knee comes in towards the chest. Reach up. Exhale. Kick that right foot back. Coming into our airplane pose. So hands can come to the heart. They can come by our sides. Maybe bring them to the hips to try and square out the hips. Keep breathing. Then let's bend into that left knee with control. Drop that right foot back. Sweep the arms up. Crescent lunge. From here, hands come down through prayer. Tap that back knee down. Inhale, find your crescent lunge. Exhale, tap. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap. Stay down this time. Hands come to prayer. Flatten out that back foot. We're going to twist over to the left. So prayer twist to the left. Outside edge of that right elbow comes to the outside edge of that left thigh. So bring the sternum towards the thumbs. And don't sink into that knee. So press up and out with that elbow. Keep breathing. We're going to tuck the right toes under. Lift that right leg up off the mat. Stay in your twist. And then slowly start to bring those hands back around through center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, frame out the foot. Flow through your vinyasa. Meet in downward facing dog. Opening the chest in your back bend. Exhaling, finding your down dog. So inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, lift your hands, make your way there. Halfway together, inhale. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reach up, look up. And then exhale, left arm comes underneath. Gardasana arms, left side. Left leg comes over this time. Same thing, find wherever you are. Maybe you double wrap, maybe you don't. Draw the belly in. Sink into your hips. And then unravel. Left knee comes up. Exhale. Draw the chest forward. Kick the left foot back. Airplane pose. Flex that left foot towards the mat. Keep your chest a little bit open. And then let's bend into that right knee with control. Drop that left foot back. Sweep the arms up. Crescent lunge. Hands come down through prayer. Tap the back knee down. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, tap. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, tap. Stay down. You can untuck that back foot. Hands come to prayer. And then start to find your twist first. And then slowly bring that left elbow outside that right knee. Keep breathing, sinking into your hips. Tuck that left foot under, lift it up. And then let's draw those prayer hands back to center. Inhale, reach up. And this time, exhale, just step that left foot forward to meet the right. Extended mat in front of your mat. Hands come down to prayer. Let's sink into our chair pose. So press the palms together. Gaze down. Make sure you can see your toes. So feet can be together or they can be hip distance. If they're together, try and keep a little bit of space between your heels. Keep breathing. Swim the hands behind your back, palms face down. And we're going to come up onto our toes. A little bit of a challenge for our balance here. Sweep the arms down to come up, stay up on your toes, come all the way up to your extended mountain. Reach up and then sink into your heels. Hands come down through prayer, your chair pose again. Sweep the hands back, palms face open, up into your toes. Welcome the shake. Sweep the hands down, stay on your toes, reach up, extended mountain. Exhale, hands come down through prayer, sink low. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain, take up space. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, frame your feet, step or hop it back. Flow through your vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhaling it up and back. This time from downward facing dog, we're going to lift that right leg up. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Try and press into both hands evenly. Squeeze your glutes here. Let's straighten and square that right leg, coming back to three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Press the mat away. Inhale it up. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Inhale it up. Exhale, right knee comes all the way through. Warrior one. So spin onto 45 degrees in the back foot. Hands can come to your hips. Make sure you're square towards the front of the mat. If you're finding it hard, you can always walk that foot out a little bit. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Drop the shoulders away from the ears and swim the hands behind your back. Draw the knuckles down first, then away. Open your chest and then humble your warrior. This is one of my favorite poses. So right shoulder comes inside the right knee. Press into the outside edge of that left foot and really activate that left back thigh. So finding awareness in places where maybe you don't think of. Press into the feet, firm up the core, roll back up, keep your bind, take a back bend, open your chest. Inhale, release, reach up, warrior one. Exhale, we're going to spin all the way around to the back of our mat, find warrior two, facing the opposite direction. So front heel is in line with the back arch. Hands reach to either side, flip the palms, reverse your warrior, left hand up and over. Right hand comes down your thigh or can come behind your back. It's a nice fun move. We're going to exhale, cartwheel the arms, pivot in the back foot, right hand comes down, left hand comes up for a twist, easy twist. Keep breathing, maybe take a few wrist circles, and then exhale, left hand comes down, frame the front foot, kick it back, flow through your vinyasa. We're going to meet in downward facing dog, facing the opposite direction. So a little bit of a change of perspective. So left leg lift, spin the knee, stack the hip, open it up, and then come back to your square three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, bring your gaze forward, step it through, warrior one. Press into your feet to reach up. Square off your hips. Exhale, swim the hands behind the back, find your shoulder ends. Open the knuckles down first, then away. And then exhale, humble your warrior. Left shoulder inside that left knee. Same thing, press into the outside edge of that back foot. Maybe lift the knuckles a little higher. Press into the feet to roll it back up. Take your back bend. Release, reach up, warrior one. This is the fun part. Exhale, twist all the way around to the front of your mats. Warrior two. Flip the palms, reverse your warrior, right hand up and over. And then exhale, let's cartwheel the arms. Left hand down, right hand high for our twist. Beautiful, you guys. And then we're going to drop that right hand down, frame out the front foot. Step that left foot forward to meet the right. Bend the knees, tuck the chin. Slowly roll up. Should feel good. Extended mountain, reach up. Exhale, sit low into your chair pose. Keep breathing here. Start to bring those sit bones all the way down to the mat. You can use your hands if you need to. Navasana. So shins come towards the ceiling, loop the shoulders. Nice space between the shoulders and ears. Palms face open, maybe bring the gaze up. I find that helps me get into my low belly a little bit. I'm not sure of the anatomy behind it, but it works. Keep breathing. We're going to cross the ankles, come forward, bring the hands to the mat, step back, high plank. And then draw the belly in, just shift the hips up and back, find your downward facing dog. So we're going to do that flow, but just a little bit faster. So lift that right leg up, bend the knee, stack the hip. Exhale, three-legged dog. Step that right foot through, warrior one, right side. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, hands come behind the back. Open the chest on the inhale. Exhale, humble your warrior. Right shoulder inside your right knee. Press into your feet, roll back up, open your chest. Release, reach up, warrior one. Exhale, pivot, untwist all the way to the back of your mat. Warrior two. Flip your palms reverse. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, cartwheel the arms, right hand down, pivot on the back foot, left hand high, easy twist. Exhale, left hand comes to the mat. Kick that left foot back, flow through your vinyasa. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, up and back. Find your downward facing dog. Same thing. Left leg lifts, bend the knee, stack the hip, open it up. Come back to your three-legged dog and step that left foot all the way through warrior one. Press into your feet to reach up, inhale. Exhale, swim the hands behind your back, open your chest. Exhale, humble your warrior. Inhale, roll back up and take your back bend. Release, reach up, warrior one. Exhale, pivot all the way around, find your warrior two, front of the mat. Flip your palms, reverse your warrior, right hand up and over. Exhale, easy twist, cartwheel the arms, left hand down, right hand high. Beautiful. We're going to bring that right hand down, frame out the front foot, rock that left foot forward to meet the right, bend the knees, bow the chin, slowly roll up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit low into your chair and hold. Keep breathing. Drop the sit bones down. Navasana. Draw the low belly in. And we're going to do some high to low boats. So we're going to exhale just where we are. And then inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time cross at the ankles. Hands come to the mat. Step back. Find your high plank. Hold for a breath. And then you can go through your vinyasa, or you can shift your hips up and back, finding your downward facing dog. So we're going to drop our knees down to the mat. And maybe we take a child's pose just for a breath or two. You can swim the hands behind the back. Knees can be together. Bring the forehead to the mat. Maybe you take a sip of water, which is my plan right now. Yogi's choice. Okay, so if you want, you can take a few more breaths in your child's pose, or we're going to meet in downward facing dog. So when you're ready, lift the hips up nice and high. Same thing, clawing into the mat. We're going to lift our right leg up, bend the knee, stack the hip. You can stay here, or you can come onto your fingertips with your right hand and slowly start to drop that right foot back. Bring both feet to face the same direction and press into your heels to lift your hips. Open the chest towards the front of your mat. Keep breathing. And then exhale, we're going to start to gaze down to our mat. Bring that right hand down. We're going to find side plank. So shift the feet so you're pressing up and out of your right hand and you're stacking the feet. Maybe you lift that right hip away from the mat a little bit more. Bring the gaze down, start to pivot on your back foot. We're going to step that left foot forward, keep the right hand down. Find that easy twist we were doing earlier. So left hand reaches up. Keep breathing, flexing that right quad. And let's drop that left hand down inside. So we're coming into a lizard variation. So we're going to drop that back knee. We're going to walk that left foot out to the edge and come onto the pinky toe side of that left foot. So you keep your right hand down. Hagrid's on the move. Keep your right hand down. You can bring your left hand to your left knee or your left thigh and just slowly start to open it up. So we're sinking into our hips here. Breathing. So finding that external rotation in that left hip. And then we're going to take a nice quad stretch too. So you can start to bring that left hand back, kick that left foot up. You can grab a hold of that left foot. If you can't, you can just start to just bring the left hand back and just kick that left foot up. If you can't grab it, that's okay. Open the chest and sink the hips forward so you're finding that quad stretch in that right side. Slowly, without catapulting, we're going to bring that left leg down. Start to walk that left foot back in towards the center. Tuck the toes under, reach up, crescent lunge. And then exhale, frame out the foot. Kick that left foot back, three-legged dog. And then let's drop that left foot to meet the right. So from here, we're going to take it on the other side. So we're going to bring that left leg up, bend the knee, stack the hip. Exhale, find that flip dog that we did on the other side. So open the chest towards the ceiling. Press up and out of that right hand. And then we're going to bring our gaze down to the mat. Bring that left hand down. Pivot the feet around. Find side plank on the other side. You can always drop that left knee if you like. Keep breathing. Gaze comes down. Pivot on that back foot. And then step that right foot forward. Keep that left hand down just where it is. Reach that right hand up. Easy twist. Exhale, right hand comes inside that right foot. We're going to drop that left leg down and find that lizard variation on the other side. So come onto the outside edge of that right foot. Press into the pinky side of that foot. And you can bring that right hand to your knee or your thigh. If there's a different variation of lizard pose you want to take, by all means do. I find this a very difficult pose in my body, so this is my favorite variation. And then from here, you can bring that right hand back, kick that left foot up. Maybe you grab a hold of that left foot and slowly start to bring that heel closer to your butt, basically. I was going to try and say it in a better way, but keep breathing, sinking into your hips. Slowly, without catapulting, release that hand. Heel toe that foot into the center of your mat. Tuck the left toes under, reach up, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, frame out the foot, kick that right foot back, three-legged dog. Drop it down, downward facing dog. So gaze forward, lift the heels, bend the knees, step to the front of your mats. Halfway lift together. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reach up, rise up, look up. Exhale, hands come down through prayer. We're going to just do one quick balancing sequence. So I'm going to come this way so you guys can see me a little better. So we're going to do tree pose with a side bend, just to mix it up a little bit. So right side first, ground down through your left foot. Bring that right sole of the foot above or below the knee. Also can be used as a kickstand. Can also come to a wall if you need some little bit more help today. Draw the belly in. Okay. So maybe stay here, hands can come to prayer. Or if you like, you can bring your hand to your ankle or your hip, depends which you prefer. Left hand comes up and we find a side body stretch towards the knee that's bent. Keep breathing, just mixing it up a little bit here. Slowly come back through center, unravel, drop that knee down, shake it out a little bit. So other side, I'm sweating, it's very hot in here. So other side, we're gonna ground down through that right foot. Left foot comes up. Maybe you notice this side is different, that's okay. Palms can come together first. And then yogi's choice, you can bring your hand to your hip or you can bring your hand to your ankle. Reach that right hand up and find a side body stretch. It's more of a challenge on the balance really than anything else. So find your focal point. Release. Slowly with control, drop it down, shake it out a little bit. And then front of the mat, we're going to have soft knees, reach up, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, frame the feet, step or hop it back, flow through your vinyasa. So inhaling to your back bend, exhaling up and back, downward facing dog. So from down dog, we're going to drop the knees to the mat. Bring your knees hip distance apart. And then this is another one where it really is the anatomy of your body. So you can tuck your toes under. We're going to do a little bit of a camel flow. So if you are familiar with camel and you prefer to have your feet flat to the mat, be my guest. Some people find it just a lot of pressure on your knees doing it this way, but I really like it this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our left hand to our left heel, and then we're going to press our hips forward, and we're going to reach back with our right hand. So you can drop your neck if it feels okay, and then that right hand's going to swim over to the left and forward until it comes all the way over to your right heel. Hips come down onto your heels. Press up, left hand comes up. Open your chest. Exhale, big circle with your left hand all the way down and around. Comes onto your left heel. Press the hips forward. Drop that right hand. So once more. All the way down and around. Right hand comes down, left hand comes back. Exhale all the way down and around. And this time, let's just sit up nice and tall. Hands come to prayer. You can untuck your feet. Maybe just hit them into the mat a little bit. And then hands come down. We're going to walk all the way around to extended puppy pose. So let your head, your forehead melt down to your mat. If it doesn't reach, that's absolutely fine. But it's a nice big stretch in the upper body. So try and keep your hips over your shoulders. Or don't do that. Keep your hips over your knees. Breathing. Drawing the belly in towards the spine, even here. And then slowly start to carve a line with your nose. We're going to sink all the way onto our belly and come into Sphinx Pose. So elbows underneath the forearms. Press the feet into the mat and open the chest through your shoulders. Lovely restore. Hands come underneath the shoulders, press it up and back, find your downward facing dog. Straight away lift the left leg up. We're going to do it on the left side first because it's easier to see. So three-legged dog, left side. Bring that left knee in towards your chest. Spin onto the inside edge of the back foot, and we're going to kick that left leg out. So this is hovering triangle. If you want to take fallen triangle, you can bring that left leg down and open the chest. Whichever you prefer, building strength or building mobility in the back. So bring the gaze down, right hand comes to the mat. Let's kick that left foot up, find your three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, warrior one. Not warrior one, crescent lunge. Sorry, so we're in the ball joint of our back foot. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward at the waist. Kick that right foot up, airplane pose. Flex that right foot towards the mat. Inhale, right knee comes in towards the chest. Exhale, slowly kick it back out, airplane pose. With control, bend into your left knee as much as you can and then drop that right foot back. Sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Kick that left foot all the way up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip. And then exhale, flip your dog. Just like we did earlier, open your chest. And then exhale, gaze comes back down to the mat. Find your three-legged dog. Drop that left foot down, downward dog. Drop the knees to the mat. Walk the hands back. Tuck the toes under, knees are hip distance apart, just like we did before. Start off on your left side. Inhale, press those quads forward. Open the chest. Sweep the hand down and around. Other side. Exhaling down and around. Make it as fluid as you can. You can always just take a regular traditional camel pose here. And then either side that you haven't done yet, just finish up on that side. And then we're going to meet. Hands come to prayer, untuck the feet. Here for a breath. And then walk the hands out, find your puppy pose. Forehead comes to the mat. If it can reach, if it can't, that's okay. Maybe you can bring your chin to the mat. Start to carve a line with the nose. Come on up and lean forward. Come into your Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Open the chest. Breathe here. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press up and back. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts straight away. Bring that right knee in towards your nose and then exhale. Kick that right foot out for your hovering triangle or fallen triangle, whichever you prefer. Or you can grab that right foot with your left hand too. Loads of options. Start to bring the chest back towards the mat. Pivot on the back foot. Kick that right foot up. Three-legged dog. Gaze forward between your hands. Step that foot forward. Crescent lunge. Press into your feet to reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Hinge forward. Find your airplane pose. Let's fly here. Hands can come by the sides or they can be a prayer at the heart. Inhale. Left knee comes in towards the chest. Exhale, airplane pose. Bend into your right knee with control. Drop that left foot back. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, frame out the foot. Kick that right foot all the way up. Stack it. And then flip your dog. Open your chest. Exhale to your three-legged dog. Right leg up. And then let's drop our right leg to meet the left. Knees come down to the mat. Swim the hands back and find your child's pose. 3 breaths here. Three to 5 breaths. Just allowing that sequence to set into your body. Maybe revisiting that intention that we set at the start of class. Okay, so from there, we're just going to walk the hands forward, lift the hips up high, and we're going to step forward into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway together. Exhale, bow. Inhale, sweep all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, hands come down through prayer. And from here, we're going to hop into our Navasana. So big toes out, heels in. Don't have to hop, but it's fun, kind of. Okay. So from here, we're going to sink all the way down. So if your heels start to come up, that's no problem. You can just start to do one heel and then the other, just to get the feel for it. So press the elbows into the knees into the elbows here. Try and keep the chest open and lengthen the back. Keep breathing. Press the elbows into the knees a little bit more and then lift the elbows up. See how it feels. See how much those elbows are helping you out. Drop the elbows down. Sit bones come to the mat. Navasana. Bow pose, not for long. Then slowly make your way all the way onto your back. You can drop your elbows to support your low back before you get there. And take a full body stretch once you reach the earth. Lengthening out as much as you can. Before slowly, one knee at a time, bringing your knees in towards your chest. Let's give ourselves a nice big squeeze and rock side to side. And then you can bring the knees wide. This is a lovely option if happy baby is just too much in your body sometimes. Or you can reach through, grab the outside edges of your feet or your big toes with your peace fingers. And bring your elbows inside your knees so you can use your elbows to press those knees open. Dropping the tailbone towards the mat. Actively trying to relax the head and neck here. Maybe you find a little sway. So if you do have that bind, release it. Just bring the knees back into the chest one more time. Give yourself a hug. And then grab behind the thighs. We're going to start to rock and roll forward and back. Come to stand at the front of your mat. So if you want to use your hands, do. If you can get your momentum to bring you up, that's great. All the way to our extended mountain. Exhale, fold, let it go. Just step back to your plank pose. Hold for a breath. And then slowly lower all the way down onto our belly. We're going to take 2 back bends from our belly. So first one is Sphinx Pose, just like we've been doing. So elbows come underneath the forearms. If this is too much for you, you can actually bring your elbows out a little bit more, create more space. Gonna gaze over our right shoulder, back through center, over our left, back through center, and then slowly make our way onto one cheek, bringing the hands by our sides, maybe windshield wiper the legs, release the low back a little bit more. And then our second back bend we're going to do is we're going to call a floor bow. So if you have one that you prefer other than floor bow, please go ahead and do that. But you're going to bend your knees, reach back, grab your feet or your ankles. Forehead can come to the mat first, and then on an inhale, we're going to kick the feet into the hands and lift the chin and chest. So draw the shoulder blades together, try and lift the thighs up off the mat. Keep breathing. If you have any pinching, come on down. So inhale, stay, exhale. Inhale to a peak and release on the exhale. So I love holding onto my feet on the way down. I think it feels much, much better. Maybe try it out. Release once you get there. Windshield wiper your legs. Hands come under your shoulders. Let's press up, come all the way through our tabletop straight to cat pose. So arch the back, press the mat away. Really exaggerate this move here. And then drop the belly. Inhale, look up. Exhale, just once more, find your cat. And then come back to our tabletop. We're going to bring the legs all the way around, set up for Pashimotanasana. So seated forward fold. So bring the legs long. Move any muscle away from the sit bones that you need to. Kind of flex the feet. Draw the belly in. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, length before depth. So come forward first before you start to drop down. So your knees can be bent here. Really doesn't matter what it looks like. It just matters what it feels like. You can also take a more yin posture where you just let your hands fall by your sides. You can round your back in this variation. Getting into that posterior chain. Letting go of any effort. So we're not engaging the muscles if we're trying to take the yin variation of this pose. We're just really letting gravity do the work. Slowly start to roll it up, inch by inch. And then I'm going to face this direction for this. So we're going to just find a side body stretch. So bring that left leg kind of out to a 45-degree angle. Right sole of the foot comes inside that left thigh. And then your left hand can come wherever is best for you. So maybe onto your foot, maybe onto your shin. That right hand's going to stretch up and over. So dropping that right shoulder back a little bit and just finding your version of this stretch. So hopefully finding a nice big stretch in the side body. And since we're doing a kind of more fluid flow today, we're going to bring that right hand all the way forward and around until it comes back behind us. Press into that right hand, lift up, open the chest, baby wild thing. Exhale, left hand swims all the way forward, down and around. Coming onto that left foot, find your side body stretch. Ooh, tighten the side body today. Exhale, right hand comes forward and down. All the way back behind us, press into the feet, lift the hips. Exhale, left hand comes down. We're just going to swap sides. So that right leg comes out, left sole of the foot comes onto the inside edge. So find your side body stretch. So bring that right hand over towards that left foot. And then that left hand comes up and over. I find this side much harder. So try and open the chest towards the ceiling. Whatever your stretch looks like, that's okay. Exhale, swim that left hand forward and around. Come behind your back. Press into your feet, press into your hips, lift up. Exhale, right hand sweeps down around. Come onto that right foot. Up and over for your side body stretch. Exhale, sweep it down. Comes behind you, up and back into our baby wild thing. Exhale, slowly just come back down. And we're going to bring our hands behind us and slowly make our way onto our backs. Going to come into bridge pose. So set it up, bring the soles of the feet underneath the knees. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath the heart space slightly, and then press into your heels. Tuck the tailbone, lift the low back, the mid back. Come all the way up. So chest comes towards the chin, chin comes slightly up towards the sky. Squeeze the glutes. And then inch by inch, we're slowly going to come down. Really slowing down the breath and the level of effort now. So let's windshield wiper our legs side to side. Really releasing that low back here. And then keep the sole of the left foot in the ground. We're going to take supine pigeon right side. So that right sole of the foot, right ankle comes over that left knee. And you can stay here pressing that right knee open, or you can thread the needle, grab behind the thigh. So flex that right foot, keep it nice and active. You can find some soft, easy movement. And relax the head and neck. If this is too much for you, you can actually put a block underneath your head and lift your head up a little bit so you're not straining too much in your head and neck. Keep breathing. Drop that left sole of the foot down. Yogi's choice, you can cross that right thigh over the left, shift the hips over to the right, and drop the legs over to the left for your supine twist. Or you don't have to use the cross. You can just bend both knees and drop them over to the left. Try and keep the collarbones facing up towards the sky. And it's more important to keep that right shoulder grounded rather than your knees to the ground. Really starting to slow down your breath. Take a big belly breath to firm up the core. Come back through center. Unravel, unwind. Take supine pigeon on the other side, so left ankle over that left knee. Stay here, flex the foot, or you can bring it in by threading the needle. So sole of that right foot comes down. We're going to bring that left thigh over the right. Hips come over to the left to create more space. Same thing, whichever version of the twist you prefer. Drop the knees over to the right. Arms can come to a T or they can come to cactus. So this is one of those poses that can be a lot more challenging than it looks. Some people feel it in their hips, some people feel it in their low back. Just notice and adjust where you need to. Firm up the core. Let's come back through center and unwind. And come to Sukhasana just for one or two or a few breaths. So bring the soles of the feet together, knees nice and wide. One hand can come to the belly, one hand can come to the heart. So two areas where you would find a shift after your yoga practice. Your breath is a great indication of how much effort you've put into your class today. You can stay here or maybe start to come to full Shavasana, reaching one leg out at a time. Palms face up at your sides. You can tuck the shoulder blades underneath the chest a little bit. Maybe you tuck the chin to lengthen the neck. And just allow yourself to grow heavy. Let your muscles relax completely. Release any tension you may have built up in the jaw or in the face. You move the tongue around in the mouth a little bit. And you can separate the eyebrows. Really, really feel yourself melting into your mat. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. So if you have time, I invite you to just stay in this Shavasana for as long as you like. Otherwise, we're just going to start to deepen our breath. Maybe bring some movement back into the body. So wiggle the fingers and toes. I like to rock my head side to side. And then finding one side to roll onto before you press up into easy seat at the front of your mat, Sukhasana. So sit up nice and tall. Let the hands fall wherever they land. And bow your chin to your chest. Allowing the practice to sink in. And then I invite you to revisit the intention that you set at the start of class. And what's going to come off your mat with you after you're done with this practice. Hands come to prayer, Anjali Mudra at the heart. Thank you guys so much for sharing your practice with me. Please let me know in the comments what you think. And if you like it, subscribe to my channel. Namaste.